The Winter Olympics in Pyeongchang have begun! I'll add fireworks there later. Maybe. Winter Olympics are here, everyone, which is exciting. And there have been a number of Winter Olympics video games in the past. I think you know where this is going. I would like to play them all, please. And I'm going to play them all one at a time to celebrate the Winter Olympiad in Pyongyang, South Korea. So yeah, it's exciting times. Like South Korea and North Korea are best pals again, so that's good. Unless you're watching the repeat you're watching this on YouTube like a year later, in which case one of them bombed the other one. Spoilers. So yeah, while everyone still loves each other, I thought it'd be nice to play through all the Winter Olympics games throughout the generations of systems, so we can see how the Winter Olympics has changed over the years. That would be lovely, wouldn't it? Yeah. Now, I actually prefer Winter Olympics games to summer ones, just because the events tend to lend themselves better to video games, whereas a lot of the Summer Olympics games are about building up speed or building up your power. There's a lot of button bashing in them. That doesn't really lend itself to Winter Olympics events, other than maybe something like speed skating. For the most part, stuff like the slalom and stuff like that, they generally tend to have more hand-eye coordination, like dexterity. But there's more kind of shooting games. There's the slalom stuff and snowboarding and stuff like that. There's more stuff about movement rather than just battering a button to build up speed or power. So generally Winter Olympics games tend to be a wee bit more fun. But one of the other kind of fun things about all these kind of multi-event games is that developers had to find ways to get completely different control systems in one game, loads of different ones. And so for the most part, you get games that are a bit hit and miss, like some events were better than others, and that's kind of half the fun of it, is discovering which ones are utter crap. So for the purposes of this, I could have played all these games again recently and tried to kind of get good at them again and learn how to play them. So that when I come to play them for this video, I would be absolutely shit hot at them and be fantastic at every game. But there's no fun in that. There's no fun in watching the Olympics if everyone does well. And let's face it, you watch the skiing and the figure skating and stuff, you're watching it to see people go on their arse. So I'm going to be playing these games completely blind. Not blind, I can see. Like that would be too much of a challenge. But most of these games I haven't played since they originally came out, like some up to like 30 years ago almost. Maybe not as much as that, 25 years ago. So for the most part, I'm basically forgotten how to play the vast majority of these games, so I'll be starting these events again with no memory of how to play them, so that'll be quite interesting. See how quickly I can learn them, whether some events are just basically unplayable these days without having to consult a manual to figure out how to do it. Basically, I want to see how good these events are, and how well video games have captured the soul of the Winter Olympics over the years, and how these events have evolved in video game form. It's very exciting. I think you'll find it's a very scientific experiment, so stop taking the piss. This is very serious. So let's get cracking. Hopefully you'll have fun enjoying me on my Winter Olympic journey. This is, friends, should probably open an Iron Brew for this, because this is a momentous Iron Brew Extra, very nice drink. This is a momentous occasion. This is, friends, the titled hack Winter Games Challenge. Alright, let's do it. Right then, let's kick things off with Winter Games. There are a load of different versions of this, so I thought we might as well start with the Atari 2600 one, because it's probably going to be the most visually weak. I'm going to try the 2600 version, the Atari 7800 version, and the NES version. We'll see combined if they can get us off to a good start. Right, well, Team GB in it. There we go, right out the gates, literally. Jesus. Okay, so it's left and right to steer by the looks of it. There's elves. Elves watching me, so that's good. There we go, he's got... Oh. Oh, here we go. Like butter. My phone's going off already. People already know that it's the International Olympics Committee already giving me a shout asking me to do a drugs test because of the quality on offer here. Oh. When he hits... It's like when he hits a flag, he just goes off in a totally different direction. It's like, well, at least try and go through the flag, mate. Look, it just turns away. I had no control over that there. Well, that's not the best of starts because I hit a load of flags there, but that's okay. Such is life. Sled. Just takes me straight on to the next event without asking. Okay. From what I remember from bobsled things in games, most games with bobsled events, I think you have to go into the side to get speed, into the curve to get speed like that, but not too far because then obviously you go on your arse. So you need, it's like risk and reward. You need to risk by going to the side as often as you can, but to the outside as often as you can, but not too much because otherwise you'll fall. So, oh shit. It's getting me a bit too fast. Tell you what, the Atari 2600 could... It looked terrible. The games looked bad on it, but it could go at a fair whack, like speed-wise if it needed to. This is Sonic the Hedgehog stuff. There we go. 49 seconds. That's good, surely. I've got nothing to judge it against. I don't know if that's good or bad. You can still move their heads. Good. I'll take that. Ski jump. Oh, there he is. Fault? I don't really know what I did wrong there, but okay. There he goes. So did I move the buttons? Oh shit. Oh no! It's bouncing all the way down. Oh yeah, this is the first one I don't actually know how to control. Also, the point of this video series, one of the points is to see how easy these games are to just pick up and play without having to learn the ins and outs. So that's turning the ski. But how do I land them? Is that it? Will that land? Oh. Oh, they're just giving me up. Giving birth? Oh, biathlon. I thought that was... It's the stage where you got to fight your way out of a womb. Right, okay, so... So it looks like if I keep moving left and right, that seems to make him go. Oh. I'm assuming those sound effects were me loading the gun. This is an event I'm familiar with in the Winter Olympics. Basically, biathlon's like a monster event where you've got to basically do cross-country skiing across loads of land and then stop and fire at targets and then keep going. The problem is the target bit you've got to do really fast, so that's why I'm trying to rush it and messing up. That's the whole point, is you've got to kind of finish the course as quickly as you can, and that includes shooting all the targets. Any targets you miss get added to your time. Jesus, come on. That was garbage. .2 minutes flat, pretty much. Skate. Okay, which troll am I controlling the top one? That's left and right again. Is this timing? Ah, yeah, see, I remember games like this. It's not button bashing like you would get in track and field or something. You've got to time it. Time left and right so that the skates go down at the right time. I'm not very good at this though. Like when one ski goes down, you press the other button. Ah, he beat me. Scumbag, flashing purple prick. Hot dog. What is... Whoa. I can't do these ones. I can't do the high jumpy ones. Oh, he landed! Yes! I don't know what that means. That's not very high, is it? Is that out of 10? Just batter buttons in. Oh. Good, well that was a hot dog. Luge will just be the bobsleigh, will it not? Except one guy. There we go. Oh, there he is. Bold as brass. Oh, shit. Luge goes faster though, doesn't it? Or does it? Does the luge go oh well. Looks like it does. I was making me do it again. I don't want to. That's why I'm just going to I'm going to play it safe and stay away from the outside as much as I can. I've resigned myself to the fact that I'm not going to... Jesus! I'm not going to win this race. Oh, is it going to make me just do this over and over again until I finish it? Come on, son, you can do it. It's too fast. Jesus. Ah, yeah, ball bag. Surely that's it. That literally is it. That's the end of the game. Well, that's the Atari 2600 version. Let's see what the 7800's got in its locker. See if it's any better. Oh, lovely. Well, already it's an improvement. Kind of goes without saying. Lovely. The music needs a wee bit of work, but other than that. Right, well, this is a lot more elaborate. Let's practice the events, because I don't want to be a situation like the 2600 one where if I can't get past an event it keeps making me do it. Let's just practice. Let's see if that lets me just do them all. There we go. Let's get 4 events too. Let's get biathlon 2. Let's see how that goes. Oh, that was very different. Is it still left and right? It is, and it's still timing. Oh, and it's got wee downhill bits. And I see it's more detailed already. You can already see the jumps. The jump in quality between the Atari 2600 and the 7800. Of course, the 7800 came out many years after the 2600. That's why. This guy's got it. Oh, right, here we go. Yes! So you press down and up to load the gun, basically. I don't know how I learned that, how I got that quite right away. I must have played this... Oh, I'm messing up. Must have been 30 years ago? Well, no, maybe it can't be as many as that, 'cause I'm only 34. Certainly as a very young child I remember playing this, but I don't know, surely I wouldn't have remembered how to load that gun. There, oh, nearly 4. Oh, this is how you biathlon, folks. Look at his heart at the bottom right. His heart's going to explode at this rate. What a machine. Ugh. Going too fast. I'm going too fast. How long does this last, for God's sake? This is the thing, the event is a long event in the Olympics, but surely they could have just given you a cut down version. Nobody actually expects you to do the full biathlon, surely. Just end it. Otherwise this poor boy's going to have a heart attack. Oh, there's your dinner. Hey, come on. There's gonna be a finish line soon. There you go, there's your finish line. Come on. Ah. Boom. Boomtown Rats. Happy with that. Right, so what else do we got? Speed skating, that's the left and right one, is this going to be the same deal? So I'm at the bottom. Yes. Go! He's well ahead. Oh, there you go. I've got this one, I've got the timing right. Oh no. Famous last words. I see, I like this. It's like I was saying in the intro video, that it's not about button mashing, it's about timing and skill more than anything. Yes, get that! His legs torn off. That's dedication. Good. Well, that's good. A rare win. First time win. Oh, ski jump is just like, oh. It's very nice looking for an old game. There he goes. Oh, this is that bit I couldn't do in the other one. On his arse. Let's try that again. I'm clearly not good at the ski jump. That's early signs suggest that that's my bogey event, and yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. One more. You can do it, son. Boom! Okay, let's leave the ski jump for another time. And finally the bobsled. Bobsleigh? Oh, that's very different. Oh, Jesus. Let's try that again. Like, odd that the map takes up more than half the screen, but or exactly half the screen, I suppose I should say. Wonder if the 7800 just couldn't really handle the like a full screen version of that tunnel effect, so they kind of relegated it to a small quarter window. That was quite quick. Good. Well, that's the 7800 one by the looks of it. 4 events. Well, let's finally try the NES version, and that was the only kind of console version of it. See how they did with that, because obviously you imagine hopefully that looks better than these other ones. Let's check it out and see. That's a cooler intro anyway. Liberace lighting the torch. It handled the music better at least. Good. Good start. Right, let's practice events again like before. Hot dog aerials. That's the one I struggle with in Atari. Look at the size of him, he's a monster. Again. All zeros. Oh. All zeros because I didn't do any tricks this time. Okay, so the D-pad does tricks? And then A lands. Ah, okay. What other tricks have I got? That doesn't do it. Oh! Can I land that? Ah, okay. So you move the D-pad maybe left or right? Is that right as well? Ah, to do a flip. And then A to land it. So can I combine that with a diagonal one? Oh, look at that! Actually scoring points. Right, one more. You can't get a 10, can you? That's presumably impossible. I want to nail that. Yeah. Oh, it's good that I at least know what I'm doing now. Even though I'm not very good at it. It is what it is, isn't it? Oh, look at that, it's high. Cool. Well, that was better. It's the first time I've done one of those jumping things and actually been able to control it. Let's try speed skating. At the bottom again. I can't really get the timing this time. CPU guy's shit hot. I don't think I'm doing terribly, I just can't compete with him. I've not got the timing perfect this time. I see one, presumably if you stopped. Yeah, it's a full 8 seconds behind. I don't think I was doing that badly, but obviously I was. That's disappointing. Music's going wild. Yeah, what else we got? Let's do figure skating last because that's a new one. Bobsled we've seen in the other ones, so let's do that. Oh, that's the same as the 7800 one. That elaborate speed font. Oh, this isn't as good. 7800 one's better. Crash right away. That crashes him. I was just testing. That looks really bad, doesn't it? Like compared to the Atari one. The Atari one had quite a convincing looking tunnel, this doesn't. Got the speed going though. Does it finish? Boom. Not bad. Right, let's try figure skating and then job done. So what do I do? No, that was wrong. Did I press buttons? Oh! Oh. Did I press R up and A? There we go. There we go. Oh. There we go. Look at that. Landed like a champ. It looks like it's the same where you press A to land. Oh, bit of skills to pay the bills there. Oh. Ta-da! Oh, come on, I landed some of them. Bunch of ungrateful dicks. Come all the way out here to do dances. Oh well, there we go. That was winter games on the Atari 2600, the Atari 7800 and the NES. That was, to the best of my knowledge, the start of it. There was also a Commodore 64 version, but I've not been able to acquire that one. But yeah, that was how that was basically one of the first Winter Olympics based games. So there we go. That's our starting point. So hopefully, as we go on with future videos, we'll see how they've evolved, how they evolve over the years, and we'll see how the more popular events like the bobsleigh and the slalom and all that, presumably they'll appear quite a lot, and we'll see how they evolve. And then maybe we'll get some kind of more unconventional ones like the figure skating, which hasn't really popped up in many games, and the biathlon, or birth as it was called. That might pop up once or twice, but for the most part, yeah, we'll see. But yeah, it's a good start. Thanks for watching, guys. Please do like and subscribe and do all that kind of stuff. Much more of these to come throughout the rest of the Winter Olympics as they're ongoing. I'll be continuing to do this series. Hopefully by the end of the Winter Olympics we'll have caught up with all the games as well. So cheers for watching, guys. Thanks. Bye bye.